we're going to be doing testing today. Something I wanted to remind you of is that you can pull down a branch at any time. Right now we're on v3-10. So just to momentarily again show you how to get the latest branch if you need to do that with git. So make sure that you have cloned the repo. So in this case I have, you can see with git remote-vv, you can see that I'm pulling from bthold/complete intro to React. You can do get, fetch, origin, and then the name of the branch. So in this case it would be f3-10, which is what we have. You run that, it's going to tell me I already have it. Okay, and then you say get checkout v3-10, and that will actually switch you into the branch, which I'm already on v3.10, so it's like, you're dumb, don't do that. But it will actually switch you into the branch, I promise. So, cool. Hopefully we're all now on the same page. So what we're going to be doing now is doing some testing with React. React is actually not too bad to test, providing you're not using a bunch of crazy libraries, because the crazy libraries get pretty tough to test. Right now we're not doing anything too nuts, so it's not too bad. We're going to be doing jest testing today. I personally really enjoy jest. It's my testing framework of choice, but there's perfectly valid reasons to choose Mocha or Ava or any of those other ones. So feel free to switch to your favorite. Jest in particular is well suited to test React because it has something called snapshot testing, which we're going to take a bunch of advantage of today. So something I did want to tell you is that if you want to learn about specifically Mocha testing with React, you can watch version 1 of this course. You don't have to watch the whole course, you can watch just the section on the testing, and that's available to you as well. Okay, so what I want you to do now is that in your JS directory, inside of it, I want you to create a new directory called __tests__. This is just a convention for creating tests specific to, I think Airbnb actually enforces it this way, that you have to kind of structure it this way. So whatever, I just roll with it. I've seen lots of people do it this way, so we'll do it too. Okay? And now inside of this test directory, I want you to create a new file and call it search.spec.jsx. You can call it search.spec or search.test. I don't care which one you call it. Both of those will automatically get picked up by Jest. I just do spec, and I think the reason why I do that is because I've always done it that way. But if .test sounds better to you, then by all means go for it. So search.spec.jsx, and what we're going to do inside of here is we're going to import React from React. I guess it kind of bears mentioning that there's lots of testing strategies. I'm just going to show you probably the most simple testing strategy, like how to structure your test, what to call your tests. What I like to do is if I have a search component, I like to have another file called search.spec.jsx, right? So that there's a one-to-one mapping, right? So again, optimizing for deletability. If I delete search.jsx, I know I can just delete its tests along with it, right? It's an easy way of being able to tell what's tied to what. Okay, import renderer from react-test-renderer, and import search from //search. Okay, so React test renderer is going to allow us to do some testing. Like we're going to be able to render out the search component and test it, right, without actually having a DOM underneath it, which is going to be pretty cool. Okay, so one thing to know about Jest is underneath the hood, it's actually just Jasmine, right? So if you've ever done Jasmine testing before, it's the same syntax. I've been told by the Facebook team that they reserve the right to change that, so just be aware of that. So some of you have seen, and actually in the last couple of courses I did it this way, you can do like describe, blah, and then inside of it you do like it should do this tests. I decided to simplify this and just do test. So again, there's several ways to, like, you can do like describe functions and have it assertions inside of it. I'm just going to have a bunch of test functions. So this is all preference. This is all correct, right? I'm just going with the simplest one to teach, really. That's what I'm optimizing for. Okay? And test is just a global function that Jest is going to inject into this function. So it's going to be globally available, so you don't have to import it from anywhere. Okay, so search renders correctly. Okay, and then that's going to be a callback function here. And what we're going to do is we're going to say const component equals renderer dot create search let tree, or actually const tree equals component dot to JSON, and then expect tree to match snapshot. So I'll save that. You're going to have your linter yelling at you right now because it's like, I don't know what test is and I don't know what expect is, and I'm pretty sure you're just making it up. That's what ESLint is telling you right now. So let's go prove to ESLint that we're not making it up. Go to your ESLint.json, and inside of here, we're going to add one more env, and it's going to be jest. This is telling ESLint, hey, ignore all the global things that Jest injects. The kind of trade-off here is that if you put inspect inside of your like your normal code where it won't be available, it's gonna not flag that. So it's a trade-off, but it's not really bitten me in the butt yet, so I feel pretty good about doing it still. But just so you know, that's the trade-off that right now I'm making for you. Okay, go back to your spec.jsx. And sometimes my linter is a little bit slow to catch up. Sometimes if I just copy and paste, it'll figure its shit out. There it goes. Okay.